All right, welcome back. This is going to be very exciting because we have some student entrepreneurs that are presenting today. These folks are all from the Larimer County Workforce Center. They've done a great job in coming up with a business plan and a product. We have a special panel of student judges that I want to introduce right now. If you would just please stand and wave. Caitlin Elliott is majoring in management and will graduate this May. Caitlin, thank you. Ryan Lane, majoring in marketing and Spanish. President of the MCB Marketing Club and a member of the UNC tennis team. He will graduate in December. And Sarah, finally, Sarah Beam, a marketing major who will graduate this May. She's also involved in Sigma Kappa sorority. So give them a round of applause for donating their time today. Garrett, you ready?
I'm ready.
This is Garrett Johnson, everybody, of Pure Longboards. He is our first young entrepreneur to present today. Garrett, you've got 10 minutes for your presentation, and I'll turn it over to you, and then we'll take some questions from the audience.
Alrighty, sounds good. Hi guys, thanks for coming out. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you, judges. Yeah, I'm super excited. So, my name is Garrett Johnston. I'm 15 years old, and I own Pure Longboards, LLC. For those of you who don't know, there are two main types of longboarding. There's cruising, which is basically just commuting, getting from point A to point B, and then there's downhill, which is what I do. So downhill is pretty much just what it sounds like. You hop on a big longboard, like those two over there, and you go as fast down a hill as you can, and then you do what are called power slides, which is basically the same as drifting for a car. Why anyone would want to do this, I don't know, but it's really fun. Lots of skin gets lost. About 2 years ago, I lived in a small town, Trinidad, Colorado, and my youth pastor, Zeb, was going really fast down this hill while me and a bunch of my friends were watching. Sounded super fun, so I got into it, and then within about a month, I'd convinced a bunch of my friends to get into it as well. But it wasn't super easy. They didn't really want to spend $100 on a board, so I kind of just took the initiative to make them boards and then sell them to them for cheap. And ever since, I've just kind of been excited about learning about longboarding and making new shapes. About a year ago, I moved up here to Fort Collins, and I heard about the Young Entrepreneurs Tournament in Larimer County, and that was a super cool experience. It kind of helped me to take my ideas that I had for making longboards and turn them into a business. I ended up winning the tournament. It was really cool. I got a couple $100, and with that money, I went straight to one of my friends, and we did a slide jam, which is a longboarding competition. And so we blocked off a street. We went to the police station and got a bunch of permits and then promoted it on Facebook. We had about 95 people show up to this blocked off road for a day, and we all skated. There are a couple pictures. I'm not sure if you guys can see them, but it was a really fun time. A lot of people got really excited about what I was doing, and we got a lot of support from the community. So after that, I've been competing in different skate events and learning more about the longboarding community here in Colorado. I ended up winning one competition, and I got third in another one. I also started a team for my company, and we've placed at every competition in Colorado so far, so I'm super excited about that. I also got to go to the governor's mansion at the same time to receive an award for young entrepreneurship. That was really cool. But just like me, in the past 2 years, a lot more people have been getting involved in the sport. From 2010 to 2011, the market grew by 43%, and the trend is continuing. It's been continuing recently. Lots of crazy stuff is going on. Some guy just hit 90 miles an hour on a longboard. So there's, as you guys can tell, there's a lot of need for support and stability in your boards. It's really important to have control. And so what I've been doing is I've been designing a couple of boards that are really sturdy and strong and that can handle high speeds. So I've taken as many components from other boards that I've seen and ridden, and I've put them into one board. So I've been designing different concave styles and rocker styles, all of these crazy things that can help you go fast without hurting yourself. I have 3 models that I've been working on. There's the Mongrel, the Cutthroat, and the Savage. I've probably put about 100 hours into making these boards. and I'm super excited about them. I've got some feedback from a couple friends, and they're all really excited about my boards too. So yeah, we combine as many high-performance features into each board as possible. But besides boards, we also make another invention, which me and a couple friends came up with. It's called the truck puck. What a truck puck is it's basically a knee pad for your hand, so that you can put your hand on the ground while you're going really fast. All the longboarders wear them. It just keeps you from not ripping your arm off while you're going. But what I've done is I've put a skate tool into the puck. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there are a couple of holes that I've machined in there. And what that allows you to do is you can go up to your board and you can just change your trucks or take your wheels off, whatever you need to do before you run. Lots of people carry skate tools now. A skate tool is basically just a tool that can disassemble your board whenever you need it to. So I've combined the slide puck and the skate tool into one piece. So a lot of people are really excited about that as well. I have a Facebook page started, and people are just constantly saying, "When are you going to release this? When are you going to release this?" So there's obviously a pretty big market for it. We also make shirts and stickers and stuff like that for extra promotion and swag. We're planning to market a couple of different ways. We're going to be selling to skate shops. There are a couple here in town that we've already talked to. We have 5 shops that are interested in already buying our boards and pucks. We'll also be selling to online skate shops, which are basically just giant warehouses that sell a lot of boards. And then we have our own website. We'll be able to sell for full retail through that. And then we'll be selling through other events. My event that I hosted this summer was Taking the Fort. It's a great way to promote and get people excited. You can also sell boards there, and I'm planning to do that. And then we also have marketing bundles. So they combine a couple of our different boards and products, and then we sell them as a group to shops. We also include a fixture with those bundles that has our logo all over it, so that when people walk into the shops, they can see our logo. And our financial summary, we're planning a conservative estimate of $28,000 of gross profit the first year and $22,000 of net. That's in year 1, and we're planning to double that the second year and double it again in year 3. We have a more sophisticated financial summary out in our booth outside. I encourage you guys to go check that out. We also have some upcoming events. I have a producer that I've found out in California. He's going to do 75 boards for us, 25 of each different style. We also have a graphic designer who's working on some graphics for us. And Taking the Fort 2, which is the same event last year, but we're planning to go way bigger. We're closing off a hill for 2 days, and we're going to have a bunch of people come up from New Mexico and all over Colorado. It's going to be really cool. We're planning to have about 150 people there. Should be really sweet. We also have an angel investor who has funded our first round of boards, and he's also funding our truck pucks. So we have our companies put together, but what's more important to me is my mission. My mission is to provide skaters with the perfect tool for adventuring while making a positive impact on the people we influence through integrity, generosity, and the way we do business. As I'm sure many of you guys are aware, skaters don't exactly have a good reputation. Lots of sketchy stuff going on in that scene. But I really have a heart for these guys, and I'd love to see change for the better come up pretty soon. So that's my mission.
Garrett, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. When I'm power sliding, I want to be on a board named Savage. You know what I'm saying? Judges, if you have a question, go ahead. And it doesn't matter who wants to start.
Well, Gary, first and foremost, good job. Really like it.
Thanks.
My question for you is, as the longboard market is relatively largely saturated currently, How do you plan to position yourself within that market, specifically through purposes of differentiation? What competitive advantage do your products offer versus the others? And also, how do you plan to I guess account for the fact that your products are maybe at a little bit of a premium price? I did some research and I found that some other boards are offered at some significantly lower prices, and some not quite so significantly. But how do you plan to combat that? Okay,
yeah, that's an awesome question. So I like to start off by just saying that in Colorado, I know a lot of people. I have a bunch of connections, and like I said, people are already super excited. I've shown a couple people our boards, and we've created a bunch of different concaves. So we have one that's actually I invented. It's called the Sharp W, and it literally the board comes in and then curves up like that. And it supports your arch so that when you're doing power slides, you don't bounce out. Just a bunch of stuff like that. Our boards are really advanced. They're not typical to other boards. They're not, they're just a little bit more complex. So I'm going to definitely push that, that our boards are really focused on premium performance. Yeah.
Good. Any other questions? Yes.
All right, sorry, just trying to get my train of thought here going. First of all, love the truck puck. I was super confused as to what it was at first, but now that I know what it is, that's incredible. Are you going to be selling that along to these retailers that you were already talking about, selling your boards to? Is that something that's going to go along with those as far as the products? Like, what's your plan for those? And kind of give me a history or a summary of what you're planning to do with that product specifically, considering that is a brand new product to the market.
Yeah. Okay, so I had mentioned a marketing bundle plan. So with that bundle, we'll include a couple of boards, some shirts and stickers, and we'll also include a couple sets of truck pucks. So the deal with those shops that I've already talked to includes the truck pucks. And then we also have a different website for truck pucks, and we'll be selling through there as well.
Good. We have about 2 more minutes. Well, one last question from our judge. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like you've gotten a lot of stuff done and put a lot of work into this. In what way have you protected your logo, your name, the boards, these truck pucks? What do you have going on there?
Yeah, okay, so the investor I had mentioned has a lot of good connections, and he's been helping me get some patents. We already have a patent pending for the truck pucks and a couple of our different board features. And yeah, the more we grow, the more we'll protect ourselves.
Garrett Johnson, congratulations to you. Best of luck. And judges, thank you. We'll let our judges head back to the scoring room, and we will hear our next presentation in the challenge here in just about 5 minutes. So take a quick break and come on back.